So you've been working with your breathing. You've been playing with those positions that we're giving you. And now for the lower part, okay? So, same idea. You add these on now. So you put this here. You've done the two that we've just done before or more. You lie here. Okay? And now your hips up high. And hips are, arms are here. Go for 3-part breathing. Alright? Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Do a couple of those just to get yourself acclimated. And then you straighten one leg. You lengthen it. Put it on the floor so it's, the weight's not there, you lengthen it. You should feel a stretch happening in front of that hip. You do a breath and you come back. Again, the other leg. Inhale. Upper, middle, lower, lengthen, spread the toes out, flex the feet, and then exhale back. You can do a couple of those, and then when you're ready, one leg, the other leg. Now you should feel it. Now, if it's hurting your back, you've either got it too high or too low. I have it on my butt, lower back, but if it's hurting you, find the position that works best for you. So if it's hurting you, you either have to bring yourself farther up to take the pressure off your back, or you have to bring yourself farther down to take the pressure off the front of the hips. Because what the problem is either this is too tight, which is the front of the hips, or the back is too tight. And the back and the hips are compensating with your weight that's at the front. So if your belly is too far up, or you're tightening up the front of the legs, the lower back's going to be tight. So you're just hanging out here. If this is too much, knees are bent. Right? So you're going to just play with this, little by little, with the breath. After a couple of minutes of playing that, you can just cross the legs and hang out here for a bit, which is also a nice little stretch. Right? And then after a moment or two, switch legs. You have all this possibility. You have to wait and let them relax. The struggle also with this is the brain will want to run faster than the body. Back like this. And you can go back and forth in this as much as you want to. And then after a certain point, here, and bring this up. You can grab here, you can grab here, and you're hanging out here. Alright? You can inhale, 3-part breathing, spread the toes apart, exhale. You're not squeezing the legs in, you're letting it relax and letting the belly, letting this drop into this. You want the leg to drop into the hip without tightening it. So you're not pulling the hip in, you're not pulling it out, you're just letting it drop in. Eventually we'll play with it, but you want to just let them drop in. And then inhale. Spread it out. Pull it in, low abdominals. Hold that pressure. Exhale back in. And down. Inhale the other one up. And exhale. You know you've got it when the hip starts dropping into the belly. You can soften that area. So it's not really worrying about the extending of the leg and dropping it. Because the more that this leg drops into the hip, the more that the back is going to release, the front of the hip's going to open up, and the extension of the leg is going to come forward this way. Again, inhaling. Right, so you're going to feel the pressure of that inhale on the hip, which is good. You pull in low abdominals, you feel that pressure, you relax the body, and then all of a sudden after a while, you exhale. Something starts to drop. That little bit thing, if something that drops, is what you're playing with. Bring your attention to the breath. After a moment more, the inhaling extension. Softly spread and exhale. So the exhale, when you drop, it drops the hip back into in and out. And there's so many ways you can play with this. If this is, you know, we want to move forward, make it more tasteful, you bring this here. And you've got that opened up. Eventually we're going to add weights to the front of the legs to open that up a bit more. You can bend it this way. Bring this leg in. This way. And down. Okay? After a minute of the breathing, you're going to feel like this opening up. It's a lot of work. And the other leg. Coming back and forth. Giving yourself time. And then switching one more time. And if you want to make it interesting, just extend that leg. Now, the heel of this foot is not on the knee, it's above it. Right? And that weight of this dropping, it drops that hip down. So you're going to feel a stretch possibly in front of this hip and this leg. Right? You want to intensify it, flexible feet. That weighs down the leg. You're not tightening the legs, you're just lengthening it. The more you flare the toes away, the more you're going to get more activity inside the stretch. And then bend it back. And up. And flex and flex. See? I've changed a little bit. See how the hip drops a little bit more? As I inhale. Breathing. Exhale. And bending it back again. And if you want to take it to an interesting place, putting it together. Here. Grab it. Extend. And just hang there for a while. This extension, see how this foot's flexing? So I'm going to feel it inside the hip, on the inside and the front of the hip. I'm not pulling the hand, I'm just holding it. You need both hands to keep the leg even. If you grab this hand, look, it's going to go out. Which is fine for now, but you eventually want to bring it even. Alright? Bring it in. Bring it up. Foot down. Flex the feet if you want to. It drops ever so slightly. The breathing is the key. And the knees, slide this. You have to do your hips up, slide it down.